Hi there, this is Carolyn Weir and I am starting part 2 of my resin pour video. This is the reveal today on what I had tried yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and start it out with piece number 1, which was the resin pour on high density polyethylene after it had been coated with spray silicone. I'm finding two things. The spray silicone seems to pour extremely thin. It definitely does its job. It thins out very quickly, and unfortunately it didn't do the job of allowing me to pop my pieces off. So let's see what happens when I take a blade and try to get an edge. And I'm able to get an edge, and I'm able to peel it off now. Although it tore right there, it's still peeling off. So kind of a success, kind of not. Yes, I've got the glass finish there and the glassy finish there, so it comes up with the finishes I want, but I'm fairly certain that that is way too thin. That's as thin as a potato chip, way too thin for my mobiles. So this one is a no-go. The next one was glass. And the glass also thinned out, and as you can see, my little stringer, well, we merged. Everything merged because, again, I think the silicone allows it to flow too hard, and I'm fairly certain that this piece of glass is not level inside the frame. So even though the frame itself was laying on a table that was level, the glass inside the frame is probably not level, and that's the reason that it came to this. Does it peel off easily? No, I can't get an edge that way. Let's try peeling it up with a razor blade. This is not coming up. No. And it's so thin that it's just breaking apart when I do get it. So this will become a different painting later, because as an artist you don't waste things. So again, that's a fail. The spray silicone to me tends to thin things out a little bit more than I want it. Next one is my Silpat silicone mat, and that one worked fairly well. I'm able to pop this right off with no problem. Okay, a little bit of stick there. And I've ruined a silicone mat before, but not a Silpat. So maybe this didn't work as well because it's trying to pull the silicone up off the mat. There we go again. So that's a fail for me. Next, my grill mat. It worked beautifully. It did not thin anything out, except I did have one run together because, well, I probably got too heavy-handed with my puddles. So, but I'm able to peel that baby right off. It's still flimsy, and I never got the opportunity to try the standard FX epoxy for countertop epoxy yesterday. I will be trying that today. So these worked. This is my go-to from now on. I'm going to buy a couple other mats from different manufacturers to see if there's much difference. I don't mind a little tiny bit of texture on the back. That's okay with me, as long as I get, again, a good gloss or flash on it. And my stringers worked, which is great. And I thought about it again yesterday, and I can just actually pour some stringers on my board, let it dry, and then come back and pour over it again. Kind of what I'm doing for this painting right here. Sorry about the wiggle. Didn't mean to hit the camera. And I don't know if I can get that to where you can see the whole thing. Not worried about it really that much. So this is a 2-pour painting with an acrylic painting underneath. And I am just going to set some of those stringers on here today and play with them and do a clear pour later. So that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for taking the time to take a look. If you have any suggestions on how I continue this process and become successful with keeping my pieces hard and not so noodly. It's almost 24 hours since I poured and I've got noodles. Let me know. You have a great day. Thank you.